This is chapter 20, Water from the Rock, from Numbers. In the first month, the whole Israelite community arrived at the desert of Zin, and they stayed at Kadesh, where Miriam died and was buried. Now there was no water for the community, and the people gathered in opposition to Aaron and Moses. They quarreled with Moses and said, "If only we had died when our brothers fell dead before the Lord. Why did you bring the Lord's community into the desert, that we and our livestock should die here? Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to this terrible place? It has no grain or figs, grapevines or pomegranates, and there is no water to drink." Moses and Aaron went from the assembly to the entrance to the tent of meeting and fell face down. The glory of the Lord appeared to them. The Lord said to Moses, "Take the staff, and you and your brother and Aaron together gather the assembly together. Speak so that rock before your eyes, and it will pour its water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community, so they and their livestock can drink." So Moses took the staff from the Lord's presence, just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock, and Moses said to them, "Listen, you rebels, must we bring you water out of this rock?" Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring his community into the land I gave them." These were the waters of Meribah, where the Israelites quarreled with the Lord, and where he showed himself holy among them. Next chapter, it's Edom denies Israel passage. Moses sent messengers from Kadesh to the king of Edom, saying, "This is what your brother Israel says. You know all about all the hardship that have come upon us. Our forefathers went down into Egypt. We lived there many years. The Egyptians mistreated us and our fathers. But when we cried out to the Lord, he heard our cry and sent an angel and brought us out of Egypt. Now we are here at Kadesh, a town at the edge of your territory. Please let us pass through your country. We will not go through any field or vineyard, or drink any water from any well. We will travel along the king's highway and not turn to the right or to the left until we have passed through your territory." But Edom answered, "You may not pass through here. If you try, we will march out and attack you with the sword." The Israelites replied, "We will go along the main road, but if we or our livestock drink any of your water, we will pay you for it. We only want to pass through on foot, nothing else." They answered again, "You may not pass." Then Edom came out against them with a large and powerful army. Since Edom refused to let them go through their territory, Israel turned away from them. The death of Aaron. Oh no, Aaron died. The whole Israelite community set out before Kadesh and came to Mount Hor. At Mount Hor, near the border of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will not enter the land I give the Israelites, because both of you rebelled against my command at the waters of Meribah. Get Aaron and his sons Eleazar to take them up Mount Hor. Remove Aaron's garments and put them on his son Eleazar. For Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will die there. Moses did as the Lord commanded. They went up Mount Hor to the sight of the whole community. Moses removed Aaron's garments and put them on his son Eleazar, and Aaron died there on top of the mountain. Then Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain, and when the whole community learned that Aaron had died, the entire house of Israel mourned for him for 30 days. Okay, so that was chapter 20. You have more water from the rock where people are complaining about being thirsty. So just having such a big community and being able to take care of them is a lot of work. Must have been a lot of work for Moses, but God was able to help him in like his times of struggle and help him move past that. And Edom denies Israel passage. Sometimes there's going to be people in our lives that we can't overcome, and that's an example of that, where the people weren't allowed to pass through their land, and that's just part of life. And the death of Aaron, that surprised me. I was surprised Aaron died, but he's been such an important part of the story. It kind of makes me sad that he passed away. But I mean, everyone's got to go back to, he, like I said, will be gathered to his people. And 11 has to go back to heaven. Okay, and that's that chapter.